Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for part 4 of the Monday Q&A. So let's get to these questions. If I'm aiming to become a powerlifter at some point in time, what exercises are the most crucial for strength gains, aside from the obvious ones, deadlift, bench, and squat? Well, honestly, those are your most important lists, but the thing that you need to remember for powerlifting, if you're not going equipped, you're going raw, specificity of training is always going to be the king. Your focus needs to be around those 3 lifts. I would say that all you need to add initially, until you have gotten advanced enough that you have weak points as a powerlifter, all you really need to add is maybe some extra core work, some overhead pressing, maybe even push pressing, because the push press can actually work as an accessory for all 3 of your big lifts because of the muscles involved, and some type of additional upper back work, whether it's rows, pull-ups, chin-ups, something of that nature, and then maybe some extra tricep work. If you need a tricep isolation movement or some closed grip bench pressing, you could do that also. That's really all you need. You only need about 6 or 7 basic lifts at the very most to get pretty far in raw powerlifting, as long as you hammer them and focus them hard enough and often enough. I would say the power building type approach, more oriented for the guys who are doing equipped lifting or guys who are using a lot of gear. But even now we're seeing guys on a lot of gear going back setting records who are still falling back to the basic principles of the specificity there. So you don't really need a lot of different lifts. You need to put most of your focus on a little bit of weak point training and primarily focusing on actually doing the big lifts themselves. All right, next question. Does distance running really cause you to lose muscle? Yes, if it's putting you at a big calorie surplus, but is list cardio in and of itself inherently defeating to gaining muscle or cause you to lose muscle? Absolutely not. There are people who do this, and guys, I'm going to try to interview Alex Viata later this week. He and I are batting around a date right now for doing this, and this is what he excels at, is cross-training athletes for strength sports and endurance sports at the same time. And it's something he does personally. This is a guy who deadlifts 700 pounds, squats 600 pounds, benches 400 pounds, and runs super marathons and competes in Ironman. And this is what he specializes in, is getting people there. And no, it is certainly possible to not only maintain your muscle, but gain muscle as a distance runner, but you've got to program the training correctly. You have to know how to balance the weight training with the extreme endurance work, and you're going to have to eat shitloads of food. This is not going to be one of those, oh, I want to limit my carbs, I want to only eat 400 grams of carbs a day. Well, you take up distance running and serious strength training, that is going to be a one-way ticket to muscle loss. You're going to have to learn to eat mind-boggling amounts of carbs to pull it off, is your other thing that you've got to consider. All right, next question. Thoughts on juice cleanses, basically just drinking slow juice, vegetables, and fruits, 1,000 calories for 3 to 10 days, and only eating 500 calories of clean food. The purpose would be to cleanse the system for a 200-pound intermediate lifter. All right, I'm not reading this shit out. Oh my God. I know I've got a lot of new people who are new to my work, but I'm really shocked that anybody in 2013 even discusses juice fast, discusses body cleanses, stuff like this. This is basically, I'm going to use a Chris Jones term because this is actually truly, literally accurate. This is hippie shit. This is literally new age. I talk to the plebeians and they send me messages through my head, through telepathy, new age, kooky as fuck bullshit with no scientific basis behind any of it. Cleanses are not scientific, even remotely. If you're concerned with proper nutrition and you understand nutrition, these have no places in your life. They're completely silly. Don't do it. All right, guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time in part 5.